even when I was a child, growing up.
Okay.
I used to sell for my grandmother, and I saved money, made sweets, sell sweets, paid my own school fees at the age of 11.
I am so encouraged. My daughter loves money, guys. So when and why did you buy your first property? Did you know that you are investing in property at the time, or were you just trying to shelter your family?
So when I bought my first property, it was getting into business. So from day one, because remember at the age of 11, I was advised on how property works. And when I was at varsity, I used to do leaflet distribution. So, you know, the guys that stand on the street and give papers and flyers. By the way, when you meet those guys on the street, please take their flyers, because maybe one of them is like me or going to be like me. Not all of them are hobos. There are students doing this. That's how we hustle a student to make part-time money.
Of course.
So when I was doing leaflet distribution, I used to get paid on a weekly basis, and I saved up my money. So
no way. Come on, Echo. No, how old are you then? You are 17.
No, at varsity, I was 19, 20, 21.
Still.
Yes.
Wow, that is insane.
Echo, that's unfair.
No,
I should have gone to your varsity.
So I think the good thing that's worked to my favor is I'm surrounded by good people. So my sister is a big factor in my life. My sister paid my school fees. She paid my varsity school fees. So as I was at varsity, my sister used to give me books to read. A part of a book that I read was Cash Flow Quadrants, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. So when I started varsity, and remember, I've always had the intention of making money. Even when I was a child, growing up, I used to sell for my grandmother, and I saved money, made sweets, sell sweets, paid my own school fees at the age of 11. It wasn't a must for me to pay school fees, but my mind is always on that level of being independent financially.
I am so encouraged. My daughter loves money, guys. She wants a YouTube channel. She sells me everything.
Yes, it's good. Let her get to use that money, invest that money.
Will do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So you sell pamphlets, you start buying shares. Oh my God.
Yes.
So then, of course, everything I do, my intention has always been, or strategy has always been, be a student first before you become a teacher. So getting into shares, when I read the book given to me by my sister as Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he was talking about shares, and he was talking about how he buys, how he owns oil companies and the rest. So I figured, why don't I put my money in shares? Because I'm making money. I was making $250 a week. So I'll pocket $50.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes, pocket $50, save the 200. And then I started researching on shares and stumbled on the internet, got information about it. And people were talking about penny stocks and how they work. So basically, you don't buy shares that's more than 10 rand. So in 2000, in 2002, 2003, right? Companies like Famous Brand is the owner of Debonair's, Wimpy, Ocean Basket. Those companies, I bought those shares at 2 rand in 2000.
Oh my gosh, Echo, you are so smart. You know what I did at that time? Also at UCT at university, because I was also obsessed with the stock market. I invested in the Ghanaian stock market.
So it goes back. What does Famous Brand do? They sell food. Again, goes back to what my mom said to me. Right? So even my stocks that I picked was around the necessities, basic necessities of human beings.